Yo, it's your boy Smoke Back from Madden video. Today's Madden video, we're gonna have Deshaun Watson on the Miami Dolphins simulation. Now, I do know he has not been traded there yet, but it is very highly rumored, and Deshaun Watson is such a big name, we're gonna go ahead and do it just for fun. And if this does become true, we'll have a little bit of a head start to see what it would actually be like in a Madden simulation. Now, we're just gonna go ahead and assume he doesn't have any suspensions from all the allegations he's had. And this would be as the Dolphins acquired him literally right now. Before we go into it, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for more Madden videos. Also, Tua Tagovailoa is going to be on the Washington football team because that is what it's rumored. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen so many rumors about Deshaun Watson becoming on the Dolphins and Tua being on the Washington football team on a 3-team trade. Alright, guys, so in the first game with Deshaun Watson on the Dolphins, the Falcons have 27 points and the Dolphins had 7, so they absolutely got wrecked. They lost by 20 points. Matt Ryan had 2 touchdowns, 304 passing yards, and a rating of 125. Deshaun Watson only a rating of 60 and 1 interception. Mike Davis with 72 rushing yards and a touchdown. Malcolm Brown gets the lone touchdown for the Dolphins. And let's go ahead and check the receiving stats. Russell Gage Jr. with 107. Calvin Ridley with 63. He gets the touchdown. Our leader was Jalen Waddle with 59 yards, so that isn't much right there. Right here, another loss, but this is a divisional loss, so it's even more. And they get absolutely smacked 48-14. That is an embarrassing game. Right here, Josh Allen got 2 touchdowns, 216 yards, a rating of 109. Deshaun Watson has an abysmal rating of 25.4. Absolutely abysmal. That is horrendous. And 3 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, and only 171 passing yards. Devin Singletary gets a rushing touchdown. Zach Moss gets 2 rushing touchdowns. And then Deshaun Watson, at least Deshaun Watson had a 1 rushing touchdown, but he still had an absolute horrendous performance. Myles Gaskins, it's a rushing touchdown as well. Let's go and check the receiving. Devontae Parker, 105 yards. Dawson Knox got a touchdown. Same with Stephon Diggs. And Cole Beasley had 52 yards. So they didn't have that much yards, but they had touchdowns. But as you see right here, the Dolphins got their first one with Deshaun Watson under center. So we're going to go ahead and see all those stats because it's about time they got to win it. I mean, it was against the Texans, but still, it's about time they finally got to win. Davis Mills, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Deshaun Watson, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Davis Mills had the higher rating, but Deshaun Watson was able to finally get a win. Myles Gaskin's got a touchdown. Brandon Cooks got 74 yards for a touchdown. Looks down here, a bunch of no-names got touchdowns. Jordan Atkins, Preston Williams, Mike Gesicki. Preston Williams, Mike Gesicki aren't no-names, but the Texans had a bunch of no-names get touchdowns. As you see right here, the Dolphins get another win, 24-21 against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers, just like the Broncos, the Carolina Panthers went on a very hot streak, and then they absolutely blew it. So, I don't know. I guess the Dolphins, in Madden's eyes, the Dolphins are beating up all the trash teams, which does make sense. I don't feel like they're that good. In the beginning of the year, I thought they were good, but they haven't really proved any of that. Devontae Parker with a touchdown, though. Mike Gesicki with a touchdown. Terrence Marshall Jr. with a touchdown. I feel he's a very underrated rookie, or at least I felt that way coming into the draft. He hasn't done too much yet. Miami wins against the Saints, so there you go. There's a somewhat respectable team that they beat. It was a very, very high scoring. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdowns, 329 yards, and Deshaun Watson with 261 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a rating of 90. Alright, let's go and check the rushing. Alvin Kamara with 2 rushing touchdowns, 89 yards. Myles Gaskins with 2 rushing touchdowns. Malcolm Brown with 2 rushing touchdowns. So, 4 total rushing touchdowns for the Dolphins. That is very good. When Michael Thomas comes back, Michael Thomas 120, 60 yards. Adam Troutman a touchdown and 80 yards. Martez Callaway, he got a touchdown. Jalen Waddle got a receiving touchdown as well. And Mike Gesicki got 44 yards. Alright, guys, so that's around the end of this year's sim. For the Dolphins, they finished 8-9, which is not good, obviously, but they did have a very rough start. Keep in mind, Deshaun Watson wasn't there for the first 6 games, it would be. So he was put in a tough spot. I feel like they kind of battled back. I don't feel Deshaun Watson did the best of his abilities as we've seen what he can do in Houston, but he still did pretty solid. I feel like his interceptions were a little bit high. You got to think he only played around 11 games and he had 9 interceptions. That is quite a bit. 19 touchdowns. That's a fair amount, but like I said, those interceptions are pretty high. In his rating, he had a lot of games where his passer rating was pretty bad. So overall, I guess he did so. And honestly, I feel Houston is a worse team than Miami is. So the fact that he was able to put up such great numbers with Houston and not Miami is kind of weird to me. But anyway, you go see right there, Myles Gaskins and Malcolm Brown both got 7 rushing touchdowns. Receiving wise, Devontae Parker had 1,095 and 4 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle had 7. Mike Gesicki had 7 receiving touchdowns. Jalen Waddle kind of slowed up a little bit. He was looking like the best receiver on the Dolphins. But I guess just Deshaun Watson likes throwing the ball to Devontae Parker more. Let's go and check Tua's stats, though, because we're going to show stats a little bit. Obviously, Deshaun Watson's more because he's more important. But Tua actually did really good. 25 passing touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, and over 3,000 yards. That is very good. Honestly, that's weird to say, but Tua actually performed better than Deshaun Watson this season. And I do feel Washington, they got a better team, but still, like I've been saying, Deshaun Watson is just so good that he should put up better numbers. Right here, we did another season. We just kind of went into it. We'll get to the end of the season very soon. I just wanted to show this game right here. Next season, obviously, I got rid of the Dolphins draft pick, by the way, so they didn't have anyone. They couldn't draft anyone. Dolphins lost, though. Zach Wilson, 2 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Complete opposite for Deshaun Watson, 0 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a rating of 61. Melvin Gordon is on the Jets, apparently, so they must have signed him in free agency. Myles Gaskin got a touchdown. Michael Carter got his touchdown, and Patrick Lard got a touchdown. As I was saying earlier, though, the Dolphins, they didn't acquire anyone in the first round from the draft. So you guys don't need to worry about that, because obviously I'm just assuming now that the Texans are at least getting this year's first round draft pick if this trade ever does happen. Allen Hurns with 142 yards. That's right here. The Dolphins did absolutely abysmal. 2-15. So they actually did worse somehow. They actually did worse. I don't know how. I thought they actually would have did better. I thought they would have sneaked into like a wild card game or something, but no, they did not. They did absolutely horrible. Let's go and check the stats though. Deshaun Watson, he got a good amount of yards. 17 passing touchdowns in a whole season. That is not good. 13, that is a little high, but if you're throwing 13 interceptions, your touchdowns need to be higher, and you only had 17. You cannot be within 4 interceptions to tying your touchdowns. Maybe in like the 1970s when Terry Bradshaw got away with throwing 1 million interceptions, but not in today's game. Devontae Parker leads the team again in receiving yards. Jalen Waddle only 2 receiving touchdowns somehow. So Deshaun Watson does not look Jalen Waddle's way as much as you thought he would. Hunter Long got a touchdown right there. Just felt the need to shout him out because I have no clue who that is. But anyway, let's go and check Tua again. Tua again has a by far better season. 36 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. This is what the Dolphins were expecting to get with the number 3rd overall pick in last year's draft. They were not expecting someone who gets injured a lot and cannot throw the ball downfield that much. So Tua is doing amazing in Washington. Deshaun Watson did absolutely horrible in Miami. Alright guys, that's about the end of the video. Make sure you guys go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Check out our Instagram, StraightSmokeYT. You get channel updates. We post memes on there. It's an overall fun place to be. Why don't you go and check out our Instagram at StraightSmokeYT. Subscribe for more Madden. If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you like Madden or football. We post about it. Even if you somehow don't like Madden or football, we post GTA and Red Dead. We really got it all on the channel. Make sure you go leave a like.